I can't wait. All right, it's now time for Ask the Expert. Starting a new exercise routine in January with temperatures like this can be tough.
Especially going to try something outside in this weather. Garrett Stangel from Balance Fitness joins us now live this afternoon to talk about exercising in the cold. And Garrett, this weekend there was a race, I think, out in Waukesha County. It's called the Frozen Otter. I mean, people were literally running like 60+ miles, and they had like 24 hours to finish it. Not a good time to start something like that if you haven't been training for it, right?
Exactly. If you're not used to it, if you're really just starting things off, you're better off being indoors and staying indoors till the weather breaks. One less thing to worry about. But if you are going to go outside, if you are training, you certainly run the risk of hypothermia, run the risk of frostbite, and you certainly run the risk of additional stress on existing heart conditions, high blood pressure, or any kind of heart disease. You want to be aware of those conditions.
But some people, they have to get out to exercise. So if we're going to get out and exercise, how should we prepare for the elements? Because you're going to get hot.
Absolutely.
But you're going out cold.
Absolutely. So you start off with, really just adding in layers. Even for today, added in a little extra base layer, and then, something to cover that. My shirt underneath here is, again, a base layer. The base layers are meant to draw the moisture away from your skin and keep you dry, because if you're dry, you're going to stay warmer.
We often think in the summertime, when you're working in the heat and humidity, that it's a harder workout. Is it the same in the wintertime? Is your heart working harder because it is below zero or below freezing?
Well, you're having additional stress in the fact that your circulatory system really is constricting, trying to keep the warmth in. And so you've got this circulation that's closing off while trying to deliver more blood and oxygen. So it creates its own stress. I would say that it rivals the warmest days.
So what would be your advice for those who still want to hold on to that New Year's resolution and keep going and get started?
Start with where is reasonable to start. If you are feeling like you could go outside and do it, then make sure you bundle up, you dress warm. About 20 degrees probably warmer than what the weather actually is. So that way you've got a little room to warm up. Beyond that, again, staying dry. If it's really windy, make sure that you're putting on some sort of a layer that protects you from that wind chill.
I did always used to think it's cool when you're out there running or something and in the freezing cold and you get that sweating and it kind of freezes on your,
That's cool?
It was kind of fun.
And don't you also have to wear sunscreen and lip block because still you got the reflection of the snow?
Reflection of the snow. So you still have some protection needs there, but largely minimal because we are so well covered generally when you're outdoors. But I'd still take that over a treadmill.
Be smart and wear layers. All right, have a question for our experts, email them at asktheexpert@todaysTMJ4.com. You can also leave a voicemail. The number is right there, and we will be right back.